Oh, you can't install Debian? So in data store, we don't need this anymore. Interesting. So in this, we want to update the name. Yeah, you can use gvim on Windows. So set the name. We'll pass in the name, and then so in nodes we want to return, or we want, what is nodes? I think it's just a list. Nodes. Yeah, Jeff, help him. I can't really read it and concentrate. So, okay. So we have list view action creators here. Oh, right. Den has 0 as Robolax, I think. Web. So data server action creators. Okay, so here we want to update the name, or update the list name, which should be function. We'll pass the name, and then handles server action. Type update. This name, raw nodes, no, name. So that'll call into app dispatcher to handle the server action. The data store is listening already. So in here, case update list name. Yes, do it without the fail part. So receive raw nodes, we don't want to do that. We want to data store set name, which is going to be action.name, and then data store.emit change and break. Did you throw it out the window yet? Alright, so let's see what that does. So it's still counting save list. Huh. Okay. Why are we still, oh. So then here we need you guys are my favorite trolls. data server action. So 3x. And then, so data server action creators, what is it? Update name? Probably update list name, update list name. Event dot target dot value. Alright, so then we don't need this. Yeah, I don't know. Den has 0. Why do you want to run Linux so bad? All right. So we get tested, and but like, why do you want to do it in the first place? Like, what's your reasoning for wanting to run Linux anyways? You clearly don't have very much experience with it, so it seems strange to me that you want to run it. So, is this calling set name? Okay, so we just have to update that name. Why do I keep going though? Nodes.name equals name. We also have to call to the server to update that, but no, let's not do that right now. So then that's fine. Type input. Yeah, that gold's ridiculous. I don't want one, but I can see why people would want one. But I mean, just use VirtualBox or something to make like a virtual machine and just run it inside your OS that you're already comfortable with. Okay, so once that's done, we also want to change this option. D-click title sounds fine. It depends on what type of development you're doing, and I don't think it really matters whether you're using Linux or Windows. I mean, some things will just be different. Basically, I guess my overall response is that don't get Linux because you think it'll make you a better developer. Angular? I don't mind Angular. I'm not, but I don't generally go out of my way to use it, I guess. just a personal preference. So list view action create. Angular seems to be one of those Kool-Aid languages where people either love it or hate it. Also, everybody always wants to talk about Angular, which is strange to me. Out of all the developers I know, I don't think any of them use Angular. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's actually, to go with SuperGamer57, if you're doing like C++ or something, the Linux tools are generally more powerful, like GDB and stuff like that. But at the same time, the Windows tools are nicer to use. So we're calling that. So list name declicked, and then so app dispatcher and a view action that'll dispatch. We need to go to a selection store. We'll set a clear method. And then for this, list name declicked. I think my biggest thing is I don't generally enjoy. Hi Ellen_W. I prefer Flask for Python. So testing, we go off of it, make tabs down to there, which makes sense. This is no longer a form field. Sweet, that worked well. So now we gotta do the same thing for these. So yeah, so Python and Django. Django's a little too heavyweight for me. It adds a lot of stuff that I don't generally need or want. Whereas Flask, on the other hand, adds a little too minimal, but I'd rather have minimal and then work from there than have too much and worry about bugs or not using the right thing or blah blah. Yeah, Den has 0. You should just use Windows. I mean, it's kind of procrastination to worry about like what operating system. If you want to build something, just go build it. Yeah, but you can do that with Windows. Windows with .NET Framework is beast. Sure, Linux is ideal, I guess, for that. I don't really know that for a fact, but at the same time, getting code on the page is what's stopping you. And if you have to worry about Linux stuff as well as programming stuff, it's not going to help you very much. So do one thing at a time. All right, so we have all that working. So now we need to do the same thing for the rows. I have no clue, but I'm sure somebody will answer you. I don't know when it's ending. So in item list, we have these items. Which we